Rejected a popular guy who hit on me as a joke. I was the weird goth girl in high school. I own it. Doesn't bother me at all. Honestly, I see why I was a target for this lol. So sophomore year of high school, I get a text from a guy. How he got my number is still a mystery to me, but it gives me the ick, who was a football player and therefore pretty popular by default. He was very much sliding into my DMs, as we would call it now. But this was 2007, so we still flirted via text, lol. He started off by making me guess who he was, which was super weird and an instant red flag. After a lot of back and forth, him being all flirty, he finally told me. I was like, WTF, because I hadn't said 2 words to this guy since the 7th grade. Total cold call. But then he starts just your general, oh, I think you're really cute, etc. Then after a polite but not very assertive decline, the messages start to get more graphic. Thankfully, I was spared any dick pics. He drops the bomb that we should hook up and keeps trying to entice me into coming over. Now, I was your typical goth kid who was very anti-conformist, admittedly to a cringy degree, which included wanting nothing to do with jocks. I got super pissed that he was hitting on me at all, especially since he was being super gross about it. So temper got the best of me, and basically I tore him a new one and said things like, "You're gross. Why would I want anything to do with you?" Just generally started roasting the hell out of him for something along the lines of being an unoriginal, pathetic jock who was going to peak in high school. He did not take this well. Not because he actually liked me and was hurt, but because apparently this was all meant to be a joke where the texts would have been spread around the school to embarrass me. He allegedly had multiple friends over that were in on this at the time. They were trying to also lure me over to his house to collectively laugh at me. As a couple of commenters have pointed out, there may have been even more nefarious plans and could have ended up reaped for all I know had I gone over. If you'd known them, you'd agree these guys were the type. Basically, his plan backfired in the worst possible way. To make matters worse for him, his friends started laughing at him and then leaked the texts, saying he was clearly a loser because he just got rejected by the school weirdo. This was perpetuated even further by my friends because they were so mad at what he was trying to do to me. They spread that shit to anyone who would listen. As you can see, in the end, the revenge was done unintentionally on my end and then continued by his own friends, plus mine from there on out. Seriously, I don't know how you recover from getting rejected by high school me. RIP your reputation, my guy. Thanks for reading. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Edit. To anyone who thinks I'm toxic because of my reaction, I will make it clear that I did tell him multiple times before it got graphic that I don't do the dating thing while in high school, which was 100% true. The gross texts were just my breaking point because he crossed a boundary I had made clear and was being disrespected, even if he had genuinely liked me. Thank you and good night. Edit 2. People have been asking if he actually did peak in high school. I don't know much about what's going on in his life because his FB is private, but I can tell you he's 32 with a massive receding hairline and really let himself go. Lol.